Welcome to the very first day of our head, shoulders, knees, and toes challenge. Yes, that's quite a mouthful. And just like the song suggests, or the name of our yoga challenge suggests, we will start with our head. So to get started with today's little sequence, I'd like for us to be standing, and I want us to just take a nice inhale. You know, just maybe bending your knees and lifting your arms up as high as you would like for them to go. And then exhale your hands down. Ooh, that feels good. Let's do that one more time, but this time on our exhale, we're just going to bend and fold forward. And if your knees bend, that's even better in my opinion. So just take care of yourself and do what your body needs. So let's inhale. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, fold over. Nice generous bend in your knees, allowing your torso to kind of drape over your thighs. And from here, just start to let your head dip forward so that the top of your head is facing the bottom of the mat on your floor. And set your gaze up towards your hips, because doing that allows your head to hang heavy. So you might feel your legs getting a little bit of a workout here, but that's okay. And just gently maybe let your hips move from side to side, keeping your gaze up towards your hips. And then coming steady a little bit, maybe you might just let your hands dangle onto the floor and gently move your neck around, maybe shaking your head no softly, maybe nodding it yes, and maybe even allow your hands to come up to opposite elbows, and just continue swaying your hips a little bit more. Excellent. Let's take one more breath here. Maybe open your mouth and sigh out your breath. And then slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time, as they like to say. And let your shoulders come up and back and down. All right, so we'll continue on the floor. So you've made your way down to the floor, and I invite you to do something that I always ask my students to do, and that is to lean over maybe towards your left and lift the flesh from underneath your bottom, and then lean over toward the opposite side and do the same. It just allows your pelvic bones, your sitting bones as they call them, just to ground down a little bit more. Roll your neck around a little bit, maybe roll your shoulders back. And then I'd like for you to slowly allow your chin to come down toward your chest. Now, it's probably not going to touch your chest, but just have it go down toward your chest. And maybe on your next exhale, allow your chest, or your chin rather, to go a little bit deeper. And so what you're doing here is you're stretching the back of your neck muscles. That's the very start of your trapezius muscle along the upper back. And then slowly let your chin tilt toward your left armpit. And so maybe you feel a little bit of a different sensation of a muscle stretching back there. Excellent. And then back to center. And then over toward the other armpit. And really just take another exhale and just relax and release your neck muscles. And then slowly come back to center and gently lift up on your next inhale. Ooh, that felt good. So I'd like for you to take your hands, and you can really use whatever finger you would like, or maybe a couple of fingers, but I'm just going to use my third finger. And I'm just going to rest them gently on the outside of either side of my nose. And what I'm doing is just gently, with not much pressure at all, and you can always adjust that as needed, but I'd like for you just to let your fingers glide upward between your brows. Maybe your thumbs are touching underneath your cheek there, and just guide your fingers around above your eyebrows and back down. So now that you've done that once with me, if you were watching me, then I'd like for you just to gently close your eyes and make this a more intuitive motion. So just continuing, and I'll just close my eyes as well. And we're just guiding our fingers up above our eyebrows, around the side, the temples of the eyes, and back towards your nose. Let's do that 2 more times. Maybe taking a deep inhale here and there. Just letting your breath go. Excellent. And then taking your palms, I want you to embrace your inner Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid and just rub your palms together. What we're doing is we're generating some energy here. We're also getting a little bit of heat. You can probably feel it in the heel of your palm, or maybe your entire hand. I want you to rub enough to where you hear that friction. And then close your eyes and just place the heel of your palm right there on top of your eye socket. And then your fingers can just be spread out, reaching up onto your hair or into your hair. So we're not really manipulating our fingers, we're just allowing our palms just to provide some heat for our eyes, a little bit of relaxation. Just one more breath here. Feel free to open your mouth and sigh it out. And then gently release from the heels of your palms, up, up, up with your fingertips. And then we'll do a little bit of a scalp massage and finish up. So I'd like for you to place your thumbs somewhere on the back of the ear where you feel that little hump in your skull, kind of like right there at the jawline, sort of. And then your fingers can go above and kind of surround your ear up above your ear. And if you'd like to just make small circles with your thumbs. If you're doing this in the morning, feel free to do this again tonight as a way to relax and unwind. And maybe just allow your fingers to make little rotations up in your scalp, and maybe just reach even farther up, just however you want to do that. And then maybe allow your thumbs to circle again. One more breath, and one more exhale. And then gently release that guided massage with your fingers, and let your hands come back down to your knees. And just gently allow your hands to meet at heart center. Your chin bows just a little bit. And just say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. And may I be free from fear and worry. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Well, thank you for joining me for our first day with Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes Yoga Challenge. And be ready for tomorrow. We'll be moving down to our shoulders.